Welcome to episode 3 of LearnOrBurn.tech, where in 5 minutes or less we promise you will learn something useful to master your technology. Today I want to talk to you about VPNs, virtual private networks. Everyone needs one, but maybe not for the reasons that you're thinking. Let me start out by saying that if you do a search for VPN on your favorite search engine, you will find lots of misinformation, technically contradicting jargon, and I'll do my best to help set it all straight for you. That leads me to 3 of the most important elements in determining the right VPN just for you. The best VPN depends on, number 1, who you are, number 2, where you are, and number 3, what you have in need. But before I begin with those, I want to quickly illustrate to you what a VPN does. Think of it as a tunnel that begins with where you are and exits where you want to be. If you are at an unencrypted, open hotspot, such as at a coffee shop or a restaurant, for example, you would want to build a tunnel back to your workplace so that you can access your work resources. In most cases, a virtual tunnel provides you with 3 key benefits. The first is that you have access to real-life resources in a place elsewhere than where you are. The second is that you are mitigating the risk of having your internet traffic intercepted and copied for later assessment, perhaps by some kid with some basic hacking tools only 10 feet away from you. And the third benefit is that you can experience the same content filter that you already have at home or work even while you're away. Now back to the 3 elements that help you determine the best VPN for you. First, who you are. This matters a great deal because if you have organizations with deep pockets that are after your information, then a virtual private network may not be enough for you anyway. If you're anybody else, it provides a great deal of security, especially and as long as it is not what's called a split VPN tunnel. Number 2, where you are. Legislation of different countries makes this an important factor. Just last week, for example, President Trump issued an executive order that impacts the privacy of non-US citizens when it comes to data in the United States. So this does impact all virtual private networks that exit in the continental US. Generally speaking, though, if you are a citizen of a free country, you want to have your traffic exit out of that same free country. If you are in a non-free country or less free area, then you're better off having your VPN traffic exit out of a freer country. For Westerners, there are other benefits as well, such as avoiding your bank account being inaccessible. I frequently have clients who've traveled overseas and have not made a VPN connection, logged into their bank account from elsewhere, and subsequently found themselves no longer being able to access their bank account because the systems detected a valid login from a foreign country. Now, of course, you can reinstate the access by calling your bank, but to avoid that kind of trouble to begin with, a VPN helps a lot. Number 3, what you have and need. If you already have a content filtering solution at work or at home, then making a VPN connection back there allows you to enjoy the same content filter even while you're away. Just one final word of caution I want to leave you with. If you sign up for one of those free or low-cost VPN services by way of an app or an online service, you only get one of the 3 benefits that I mentioned before. And anonymity certainly is not one. You never get anonymity with a VPN. If that's what you're after, you need additional layers or disconnect from the internet and live off the grid. This episode is brought to you by DNS Thingy. Value your freedom.